Hey guys, Mr. B XRP, and welcome back. Today is January 8th, 2020, and let's just jump right into it. So I am looking at the coin Paprika, and Bitcoin is at 82.43, Ethereum's at 141.18, and XRP is at 21 cents. We did see. Here's a tweet by Michael at VAL5links from last night, I believe, and or actually from this morning. And Michael said this surge appears to have come in direct response to escalating tensions in the Middle East. Bitcoin reacted strongly to an Iranian missile attack on bases housing U.S. forces in Iraq a few hours ago. I will tell you this: the moment that it was announced that there was an attack, the price of Bitcoin started going up. I mean, my watch was dinging for about an hour. It kept dinging that it was going up and up. So people were responding to that attack by buying Bitcoin, which is quite interesting to say the least. But wanted to bring that to your attention. Another tweet I saw today. This was from XRP Crypto Wolf, and it says, the SEC prioritizes crypto compliance in 2020 and suggests a kinder, gentler regulatory approach. The SEC's Office of Compliance Inspections and Examinations published its list of 2020 top examination priorities, which highlights digital assets and fintech. Well, what I'd like to say to them is just do something. I mean, my God, do your job. You know, enough of this. We're going to be nicer and gentler, and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. Let's see some action. You know, I mean, that's the way. That's the way you're being judged. We need to see some action. So let's get some regulations going on, guys. And this from Level Playing Field at Sporting Inside One. Dave Rudder, CEO of R3 Corda, just did an interview, said all Italian banks will be on their platform this year, quoting 100 millions worth of transactions. I haven't dug into this yet. I did hear a rumor about this. I am going to look into it. I think it's interesting. We have heard now that all Italian banks are going to be on R3 Corda, which can settle with XRP. We have heard also that all the banks in India are going to be using XRP. We have also heard that 80% of the banks in Japan are going to be using Ripple and or XRP. There's just a lot of talk about all going on, and I know some of us believe that XRP was designed to move all the money, and I think we're starting to see some evidence that may be the case at some point, but we have to get there first. So also I saw this from Andy from SPQR at Andy SPQR, and Andy says, so a company who is valued at $10 billion, a company that is trusted by some of the largest players in the world of finance and government, how can it be that with the advanced tech Ripple offer that we are told these charts are not accurate? And what he's responding to, and let me go into his other two tweets, surely these customers would want to know how accurate Ripple are with the info they provide and would raise question about supposed inaccuracies of this data and Ripple's ability to correct in reporting such data. And number three, my point is not to bash Ripple, but to suggest that what we are accurately seeing in these charts is actually the figures being passed through Ripple network. Now that's a thought for your consideration, people. So what he's responding to is a lot of glitches. We keep seeing glitches. We see glitches on XRP charts. We see glitches on exchanges. And I don't hear about any of these glitches with any other crypto projects. It only seems to be XRP. So I think the speculation is testing, and I think that's what he's getting at, is that there's testing going on. And let's hope there's testing going on. I mean, that would be absolutely fantastic. But something's going on for sure. I'm going to see if this comes up properly here. So let's see. Okay, good. All right. So this morning, just kind of jotted down what I thought were 10 mistakes most people make in crypto, whether it's when they first get in, or after they've been, in a while, or I think we've all been guilty of some or all of these. But I just wanted to bring it to people's attention, because, learning from our mistakes is one of the most important things we can do, and also teaching newer people how to not make these mistakes are also important. So I wanted to share these things with you. So number one, they invest in projects that have no use case or a weak use case. I mean, come on guys, use case is everything. I mean, and we hear Brad Garlinghouse say this all the time, and even David Schwartz, that a lot of people create a cryptocurrency, that's looking for a use case. So you need to have a solid use case. They bounce around from coin to coin, and we see this all the time. I'm in this, I'm in that, I'm in this, I'm in that. I did it when I first got into digital assets. My first year, I was in and out of stuff so quick, it was ridiculous. Big mistake, big mistake. They don't keep up with the progress of their investments and only judge them by the current price. We see this a lot with XRP. If you're going to be invested in something, you got to keep up on it. I mean, you have to pay attention to your investment. You need to know about the team and the progress and where they're going and what their vision is and how they're doing on their path. So you have to stay up with it. They trade when they aren't traders and don't have the stomach for it. I mean, I know I tried it and I don't have the stomach for it. So trading is for traders, and I salute traders that do it successfully, but it isn't for me. And I think it's a big mistake that some people make, especially when I start seeing things like Binance offering 75 times leverage. I mean, people are going to lose their butts if they get involved with that, and they don't know what they're doing. And if they do know what they're doing, they're probably going to lose their butts. That is some scary stuff. I don't know how anybody gets involved with that. But for the people that do and know what they're doing, good for you, man. Just, don't try and get everyone else in it, because we don't know what we're doing. We don't want to get wrecked. Number 5, they don't secure their assets properly. So you've got to have your assets secured properly. You have to put them, some people put them in cold storage. Some people put them on exchanges. A lot of people don't like exchanges and don't think that they're protected there. One of the features that I think Coinbase offers that's really good is Coinbase Vault. So if you're not using Coinbase Vault, look into it. It's a very cool feature. If you do want to keep some on exchanges to kind of separate your assets out a little bit, the neat thing about Coinbase Vault is you can't remove your assets for 48 hours once you ask to remove them, and you have to confirm that removal with 2 different emails with 2 different email addresses. So it's kind of a neat system. I would encourage anybody who uses Coinbase to look into Coinbase Vault, because it's an added level of security, and I think it's good. They don't set themselves up for multiple cash out options when the time comes. So look, when it comes time to cash out someday, you better have multiple options in case your first option doesn't work out. And what does doesn't work out mean? Doesn't work out means they're not going to let you cash out, or it's not the limit that you want or the limit you need, or they're bogged down with transactions and you can't get in. So that's something to take into consideration. Number 7, they don't take tax implications seriously. Guys, you have to prepare to pay your taxes, so take that seriously. They become frustrated quickly and don't think long term. You have to think long term about your investments. So don't get frustrated quickly and suddenly start dumping on your investment. They pay attention to price predictions. Man, that is the biggest mistake people make. Don't pay attention to anyone's price predictions, guys. Nobody knows better than you. Even when it comes to XRP, I'm telling you right now that Ripple doesn't even know what the price of XRP is going to be next week or 3 weeks from now or next month or at the end of the year. I think they have an idea where they might like to see it, or where they might like it to be, or where it might be most effective, but they don't know. I don't believe they know. And number 10, they don't have a written cash out plan. So you have to have a written cash out plan. If you missed my video yesterday, please go back and watch it. I did a written cash out plan. It might not be the perfect plan, but it seems to have motivated a lot of people to write a plan, which was my goal. So I'll scroll through these one more time if anybody wants to look at them. And let me drop them down. All right, so the next thing this was from XRP, the standard productions, and was hilarious. Stellar burns every lumen in existence to boost adoption. Absolutely hilarious. We know that they burned like 40 or 45 billion lumens recently to try and increase the value of stellar lumens, and it did not work. So here they say, in a breathtaking, bold and exciting move, the Stellar Development Foundation has announced that they have burned all the remaining 50 billion XLM tokens in existence Tuesday, leaving an overall world supply of 0 tokens in an effort to supercharge adoption. Some have asked us if we're crazy, said CEO Danelle Dixon, standing next to the Stellar co-founder Jeb McCaleb at the press conference, and we say, sure, crazy like crypto foxes. That is just hilarious. I mean, this XRP, the Standard Productions, puts out some funny stuff, guys, and you know what? We need a little humor in the crypto world, and everybody should enjoy that. I know some people don't like it, and you know what I would say to those people? I'd go to my next one. It says fact. 10 out of 10 people die. Don't take life too seriously. You got to have fun. You got to laugh. I mean, sometimes it's laugh or cry, and I say laugh. So this from XRP Crypto Wolf. At Coinbase Pro claims professional investors in more than 100 different companies can access 50 different trading pairs on its new Android mobile application that just launched. Now there are more ways and options for people to buy and sell XRP with Android. So guys, you can now use your Coinbase Pro on your Android. I know they've had it on Apple for a few months now. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. And I'm also, while I'm on this, a couple other things. And I'm not plugging Coinbase, but in the United States, they're a really good, sound company to do business with. I know we all had bad feelings about them for not listing XRP for a long time, but the truth is they have a solid exchange, and that's why I talk about them a lot. There's a PSA I put out, and I said, Americans using Coinbase Pro and Bittrex, go to your Coinbase Pro account, hit the arrow down in the upper right hand, and go to taxes and give them what they need. You might not be able to cash out if you don't. And if you have a Bittrex account, open it up and see if they request tax info. So here's the thing. Bittrex is requesting their tax info, I think, by January 14th. So I don't know what happens if you don't give it to them by then. And also Coinbase Pro is requesting tax information. I don't think Coinbase is requesting tax information, but Coinbase Pro is. I don't know why Coinbase isn't and Coinbase Pro is. It doesn't make sense to me. But my point is, give them what they need, because if they don't have what they need, they may not let you sell. And I know everyone's hoping to sell at some point. So keep that in mind, guys. So check that out. See if you need to give them some information. And the last point I want to make about Coinbase is keep in mind this too, is your Coinbase limits and your Coinbase Pro limits are not the same. They're separate. So request higher limits on both of those. And obviously if you use Coinbase Pro, it's less fees because you do a little bit more of the work by setting up the sell orders. But there is an excellent tutorial to use Coinbase Pro, because I know a lot of people aren't using it, and I'm going to put that. What I'm going to do is this: I'm going to pin that tutorial in the comments section below. The one that I use to learn how to use Coinbase Pro. For anybody that needs to learn how to use it, I will put that in there for you. Hopefully that's helpful to you. And lastly, I thought this was interesting. Great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, and small minds discuss people. So think about where you fall in that, and if maybe you want to move yourself to a different category. What I love about the crypto space is so many great minds discussing ideas. I mean, that is just, it's awesome. We have so many people out here discussing possibilities and speculation and different things and connecting dots, and because that's really all we have, guys. If you look at it, is speculation, because we get very, very, very little information. So thought that was interesting. My question of the day is, in the comments section below, give me your best tip for a new person getting into digital assets. Just one tip. If you could give to anybody getting in, what would that tip be? I think that would be interesting to see what everybody offers as a tip. And that's it. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a bricklayer, and I'm not a crypto expert. These are my opinions only. Do not make any financial decisions based on anything I say. This video is intended for informational purposes only and entertainment purposes only. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notifications button, and share with anybody who you think might do the same. I thank you all for listening, and have a fantastic day.